Week 2 NFL. Hey guys, welcome back to our second week in the brand new series. All of the rules and in-depth explanations are inside episode 1, so if you haven't seen that one yet, definitely go check it out to see how we did. Now, onto the spoilers. This is how we did, as you see on your screen now, so without further ado, let's get on with the selections for this week. Wouldn't dream of wasting your guys' time. The first week, in my defense, you guys see it, our overall record was 8-8, and it was a tough one, I'm not gonna lie. It was tough sledding. It was a lot of insane, crazy matchups, and I won't get into depth about which ones, but really? Jaguars? Are you fucking kidding me? Really? Yeah, that's what we're doing? Okay, nice. Good job, Vikings, too. Oh, and nice, Ravens. Great job on Monday night. That was fan-fucking-tastic. Lamar's amazing. Anyways, that was sarcasm if you couldn't tell. Look, I'm going to wrap this up nice and quick, because, like I said earlier, I wouldn't dream of wasting your guys' time. The first week is always so unpredictable, so you never really know, but nonetheless, I feel like we did really good with how it all turned out in the end. I promise I'm going to do even better here in week 2. Our first game of this video is... By the way, before we get started, the lowest amount of losses in the pool here in week 1 was 6. Actually 7, since that absolutely insane, craziest game I've ever witnessed in my entire life on Monday night, Ravens a la Raiders, and my Uncle Larry was at that game, so what a fucking emotional roller coaster that must have been. Yeah, he's a Raiders fan. Anyways, I just wanted you guys to know that it's going to be much better from here on out. I'm feeling a lot more confident with my picks. And not only that, but I'm actually feeling good enough to take risks and chances where I feel that they are right, because that's what football's about. It's not just about pick the favorites. I feel like I played it a little too safe in week 1, and I feel like week 2, changing up my strategy, understanding but not overreacting to the matchups in the first games of the season. It's going to be huge, and it's going to really determine whether we succeed or fail here in the future, and the success of this series as well, because we want to be accurate. So the overall record is on screen along with some other things. I don't know how I'm going to edit it yet, but it'll look nice, I promise. I'll try my best. Anyways, let's get on to the actual picks, because I know you guys are tired of hearing me fucking talk. Alrighty. So for week 2, the first matchup we have here on the sheet is... Let me turn on my light. Oh, and I actually fixed it, so I have not only the fairy bulbs in, but also a... it's like a white light, the Econ one that's better for the environment, and it lasts a million years, whatever, right? So... definitely happy about that. I can actually see this time, and I'm changing up my strategy. I've got a different pen, trying a new good luck charm. This one is red. It's the one I've been writing in one of my new notebooks in for ideas and just stuff like that in general, so I'm really excited about this. I'm feeling really good. Week 2, Patriots at the Jets is our first matchup. The Patriots, you know, they end up losing to the Dolphins. I predicted that, but they made it a lot closer than I thought. Mac Jones didn't do too bad. He probably, in most aspects of the game, outplayed Tua Tagovailoa, whatever the fuck his name is. And the Jets are still the Jets, one of the worst teams in the NFL. So it's hard for me to go, even though the Jets are at home, it's hard for me to pick against the Patriots here. I'm going to go Patriots for our first matchup. Always a safe bet, right? Next one is Broncos at the Jaguars. Because of what the Jaguars did last week, fucking hell, man. Look, I love the golden boy, Trevor Lawrence, as much as the next dude. You know, he's going to be the football god, the messiah, whatever. Urban Meyer's heart, is it even in this? Does he even care? Is he going back to college? I don't think so, but who knows? That is not a team that is ready to play football against NFL caliber opponents, because even the worst team, which in my opinion was the Texans, but even the worst team in the NFL could probably beat the best team in college, and we saw that on full display in Houston. I believe the Texans were at home in that game. So Broncos at Jags, going with the Broncos here. For me personally, that is a very easy selection. Next up, we have the Bills at the Dolphins. That's another game I wanted to talk about. The Bills-Steelers. The Bills let me down, and the Steelers defense, whew, that is scary. Offense, dog shit. Big Ben, aka Big Rape, because he's, you know, yeah. Anyways, I don't think I need to explain the nickname. Just wow, right? However, Bills at Dolphins, I actually believe that the Bills, even though they're away, will get their shit together this week. Let's not hit the panic button just yet. I think the Bills are going to kind of overcorrect, and I think they're going to do really good against a pretty tough Dolphins team here, but that Dolphins team didn't look that great against the Patriots, if we're being completely honest. The Patriots dominate in time of possession. The Patriots dominate in a lot of other metrics of the game. I can't remember them right now, but time of possession was a big one for me, and they only lost by 1 point. The Dolphins put up 17 against a team without their best corner and, you know, playing a rookie quarterback. And I don't know, and had a running back that fumbled the ball. I think they had like 2 fumbles, the Patriots. But I'm just saying, man, I'm going with the Bills. I think Josh Allen will... Him and Stephon Diggs, they're going to actually get their shit together this week. Oh, and that Titans-Cardinals game. 5 sacks for Chandler Jones. Oh, God. Anyway, we'll discuss that later. 49ers at the Eagles next. And even though the 49ers have a few injuries already, Raheem Mostert, I believe, and someone else, I'm not overreacting to the Eagles dominating the Falcons. I contribute that more to the Falcons just not being a good team. And I don't think they will be, honestly. The Falcons, I put a little too much faith in them. I always do. I don't know why. I just hear it and I'm like, that's a good football team. It's like, no, it's not. So, but neither are the Eagles, so they shouldn't beat the Niners. So I think the 49ers is the right pick there. Next up, we have the Rams at the Colts. Whew. I'll just say this. Carson Wentz, like I predicted, obviously, did not look good in his debut with a new team. Matthew Stafford looked excellent in his debut with a new team. The Colts don't seem that scary or tough to me, and the Rams seemed really good. Now, I think the Colts played the tougher opponent, definitely. But I think momentum matters, and I think the Rams are going to carry that momentum on for another win, another victory, and they're going to beat the Colts. So we're going Rams, even though I'm picking a lot of the away teams this week, man, aren't I? Wow. It's pretty crazy to think about, but hey, it's fun, you know? You can't always just pick teams based on certain, others, things, all that. Anyways. Next up, we have the Raiders at the Steelers. Now, the Steelers didn't look great. The Raiders coming off Monday night, and they played they played hard, they played long, they won. Great for them. I'm so happy for the Raiders. You guys earned that one. Congratulations, man. You really did that. However, you're going to get less rest, less preparation. You're going to get a lot less of everything because you were the Monday night game, and on top of that, it went on to overtime. The time matters. That time difference, it matters to me when I'm doing these picks. And the Steelers are at home on top of that. Steelers coming off a win. Raiders coming off an exciting win. However, I think the Steelers-Raiders game is going to be a lot different than people think. But the Raiders' weak offensive line already is going to get dominated by TJ Watt, one of the highest paid defensive players ever, basically, and just a really vaunted Steelers defense, I think. And then the offense against a pretty porous run defense of the Raiders here. I think Najee Harris will start getting his shit together and start improving. So I think the Steelers can win this one pretty handily, pretty easily, as long as they, get their shit together, to put it nicely, right? Bengals at the Bears. I'm going to keep this one short and simple. You guys know I love the Bears. I'm a Bears fan. And I don't see it. I can't cheer for them this year. I told you guys already I'm a free agent. I think the Bengals here are going to upset the Bears. I think the Jamar Chase, Joe Burrow, T. Higgins, and Tyler Boyd are just too much offensive firepower for the Bears to overcome. That defense is just ever regressing. It's just awful. Matt Nagy is probably the worst head coach in the league, in my opinion, or at least a top 3 worst coach. So, 30, 31, or 32. You can pick it, but he's one of them. And, I'd basically rather have any other coach. Next, we got the Texans at the Browns. And, I'm about that other game. I don't know. I think the Bengals, I ignored going with my heart last time, and my heart told me Bengals. I picked the Vikings anyways. I'm going with the Bengals here because I just think that they can do it. I don't know. I have a belief in the Bengals that I really can't explain. There's no logic behind it. So again, always be careful with how you decide to gamble or pick these teams. Be careful with your money. Don't just trust any video, whether it's me or not. any person, whether they claim to be an expert or not, you have to do the research yourself, hear other people's opinions, and then come to your own conclusion. So just keep that in mind whenever you're thinking of gambling or doing something risque, so to speak. Okay. Sorry. Texans at the Browns, if I didn't already say it. We're going with the Browns here. It's pretty simple. I don't think I need to explain to you guys why. The Texans did a great week 1. They destroyed the Jags, but it's just the Jaguars. The Browns are really good. They almost beat the Chiefs, you guys. And the Browns are a real Super Bowl contender this year. And just watch out for the Browns. Don't underestimate them. Don't sleep on them. They're going to be a damn good team. Nick Chubb, one of the best backs in the league, slowly but surely gaining the respect of very many people for sure. I loved him last season. I had him in fantasy as well. And guy's an absolute monster when he gets the opportunity. He really is. Saints at the Panthers. The Saints, I saw recently, had like 8 COVID positives. Michael Thomas, obviously still not available to play, not until at least week 8, I believe it is. But I'm going with the Saints anyways because it is a majority of just coaches and like one of their nutritionists, so who cares, honestly. But I'm going to go with the Saints, even though the Panthers are at home and the Panthers did win. They barely beat the Jets. I need to see more. The Saints dominated the Packers, and as much as I hate the Packers, I do have respect for them. So Saints, I got them. I'm going to play it safe with that pick because I need to see more from the Panthers before I bet on them regularly, especially with my money. Now, we have the Vikings at the Cardinals. God damn, what a showing from the Cardinals at Tennessee Titans Stadium. Kyler Murray had like 4 or 5 touchdowns. Freaking Chandler Jones had 5 freaking sacks. Ryan Godehill, my fantasy starter, he turned the ball over 3 times. It was not a good day for me fantasy-wise. I got my absolute ass kicked. It was not a good day for me week 1. I got my absolute ass kicked. If I had picked the Raiders, though, I actually would have won the pool. Just to keep that in mind. If I had just changed that last pick and picked the Raiders, I won guaranteed. So, you know, for the most part at least. And I had the total point score correct for a good amount of the game, like 3rd and 4th quarter, and then all of a sudden a bunch of scoring happened. Yeah, I was off by like 10, but it's only a 10-point different miss, so... Anyways, enough bragging, because I'm an asshole. Vikings at the Cardinals, like I said. We're going with the Cardinals at home. The Cardinals, they came to play. I'm going to leave it at that. They are here, and they are in probably the best division in football, and they are a serious threat to win it. Keep it in mind. Don't sleep on the Cardinals. Don't sleep on anyone from, what is it, the NFC West, I believe? So that division is amazing. Seahawks, Rams, Niners, Cardinals. I mean, I don't want to face any of those teams. I think they're all amazing. So, again, you can't go wrong when you're picking the NFC West teams to win. Cardinals at home over the Vikings. Next up, we have the Falcons at the Bucks. We're gonna pick the Buccaneers. Tom Brady's trolling the Falcons apparently on Twitter or whatever, social media in general, and the Falcons just scored the lowest amount of points probably that any team will score the entire season. I mean, even the Jaguars scored more than them, guys. Like, come on. What are you doing? 6 points? That's like Mahomes in the freaking last Super Bowl bad. That was dog shit, dude. What are you fucking doing? Anyways, yeah, we're going Buccaneers there. Titans at the Seahawks. I want to talk about this one for a bit because the Titans have potential. They didn't have a lot of practice with Julio and Ryan Godehill and A.J. Brown. Everyone missed a little time for one reason or another. I think the Titans will get their shit together. I think they will find out how to fix this. They will get the pieces working. I think they can do it. However, I don't think they do it this week. I think next week and the week after, I think they'll go on like a 3-game winning streak after losing the first 2. I'm going with the Seahawks here, and I'll explain why. I picked the Seahawks, Russell Wilson, DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett, Chris Carson even, Gerald Everett, the tight end. A lot of weapons on that offense. And just with how bad the Titans' defense is, I don't think this week it's going to be enough for their offense to overcome it. I think with the way the Seahawks played against the Colts, pure domination from defense, offense, quarterback, running back, from everyone. Pete Carroll, coaching-wise, I mean, they coached circles around them. They played circles around the Colts. And the Titans, they looked horrendous in week 1. I'm not overreacting. The Titans are still a top 10 team, in my opinion. However, They need a little bit more time to build the chemistry up between quarterback and receivers. They need to get their rhythm back. They need to get in sync. They need to get together. I have belief. I have faith. They are always a dark horse for me. I love cheering for them. But we're going with the Seahawks here. Russell Wilson, he's already got it together this season. What do you have? 4 touchdowns, no turnovers last game? Yeah, that dude's got it. And right now, the Titans, as a whole team, coach, quarterback, receiver, defense, whatever position, running back, even the king, Mr. Derrick Henry himself, ain't no one got it on the fucking Titans. No one showed up in week 1. They might as well have stayed home and jerked off watching some porn and delivered some pizza with some breadsticks and some fucking ranch dipping sauce, because that's how they looked out there on the field. They looked jerk off, jizz on your fucking body, pizza, ranch sauce everywhere. You don't know what the ranch sauce is, and you don't know what the fucking jizz is, and you dip the pizza or the breadstick and you get the wrong fucking white substance and you're like, God damn it, that's horrible. And it is horrible. It sucks, but that was the Titans week 1. Now, they're going to be better week 2. I love them. I know they're going to be better week 2. I know it, man. But the Seahawks will still pull out a victory, but it will be a hard-fought victory, in my personal opinion. So we're going Seahawks in that matchup. Wanted to discuss that one for a while. I'm glad we did. I needed to get all that shit off my chest. I needed to rant. But anyways, pick the Seahawks at home, definitely. Cowboys at the Chargers. Now, if I don't pick the Chargers, I kind of look like a hater. I get it. Everyone loves Justin Herbert, even though they hated him pre-draft. I've always felt neutral about him. Didn't know he existed then. Still don't really care now. I mean, it's the fucking Chargers. Who cares what quarterback or whatever they have, right? But at the end of the day, I gotta stay true to my heart. The Cowboys have had the most time to rest and prepare. They're not at home, but they looked really damn good. Dak is at full health. They're going to have a more balanced game plan in a more favorable matchup for Ezekiel Elliott, which is going to help Dak in the passing game. And their defense probably will be a little bit more prepared. I like the Dan Quinn hire, former Atlanta Falcons head coach, now the defensive coordinator of the Cowboys. I love that hire by Mike McCarthy. And I think it is starting to make their defense better. They just got a shitty matchup against Super Bowl defending champions in week 1, man. I think they will actually beat the Chargers. So I'm going to go with the Cowboys here. AKA some people call the Cowgirls, but yeah. Either way, I think they're a team that's overhyped and overrated, but they showed up to play, and you can't deny the result you see on the field, whether you're biased towards a team or not, whether you hate a team or not. If they played good, sometimes you gotta say damn, and you gotta admit it. And that was kind of the Cowboys for me week 1. I'm not gonna lie, they put up a hell of a fight, and they had me worrying till the end. I honestly thought they might win it and just prove the first ever video, the first ever pick of this series I did absolutely wrong and just totally crushed my dreams, right? But we all know how that story ended, so I won't waste any more of your time on it. I wouldn't dream of wasting your time with countless rants or anything like that. Anyways, almost at the end here, we got the Chiefs at the Ravens. We're going Chiefs. Lamar Jackson looks horrible, and he's overrated, to be honest. He's a running back that can throw it sometimes. It's just be fucking clear, man. The guy fumbled twice. He cost his team the game. It's honestly, in my opinion, that loss is solely on him. If he didn't fumble... Oh, yeah, okay, so the results of his 2 fumbles were 14 total points, 2 touchdowns. You're telling me we can't blame him? Why? Because the quarterback? Because some other reason? I don't understand. It's his fucking fault. Let's get that shit clear. Did he even have a touch? He had 1 touchdown. 2 turnovers. More turnovers than touchdowns. That tells me all I need to know right there. And it was at the most inopportune and costly times he had these turnovers. Momentum swinger and game winner. Keep it in mind. Not going to do much better against the Chiefs' offense and defense, which is primed to make the playoffs basically on a guaranteed no. I'm picking the Chiefs. Lions at the Packers. I'm sure the popular pick for everyone is go with the Lions. They look good in that comeback. Yeah, but the Niners' first string corner, who was it? Was it Jason Verrett? I have no idea. One of their corners tears their ACL. He's done for the season, I'm assuming, obviously. And, you know, Jared Goff starts looking great, and he's throwing them back in. He's making the comeback in. Hey, credit what credit's due. You got multiple first-round picks. You got Jared Goff. Stafford's doing his thing for the Rams. I consider that a win-win trade, although I would rather have Goff and multiple first-round picks because I get the younger, less injury-prone quarterback, and I'm getting multiple first-round draft picks as well. So you're getting draft compensation for a less talented or skilled quarterback, but he can still develop because he's like 4 or 5 or 6 years younger than Stafford, right? So just, you have to keep that in mind. There's a lot of variables and factors. You can't just be like, oh, this guy sucks. And it's like, okay, throw him away, throw him away. People can improve, they can train, they can get better, right? How do you think every anime ends, right? The main character gets a hell of a lot stronger than it started. Anyways, just, I don't know. It's something to keep in mind. But after seeing Matthew Stafford's performance, I consider it a win-win. Whereas initially, I thought the Lions won that trade for sure. Stafford, if he continues to do good, if he can do it against teams that have winning records, if he can do it against teams that are playoff contenders and Super Bowl threats, I will give him credit where credit's due. I will call him a damn great quarterback. I have nothing against him, honestly. It's just I've seen him beat up trash teams like the Bears for so long. Do something against a good team. And now that he has a fantastic, talented roster and head coach around him and supporting him and helping him as a supporting cast, he has no more excuses, and I hope he does good. I'm cheering for the guy. My mom, is a Lions fan. She loves Matthew Stafford. I have nothing against Stafford, even as a Bears fan. I really don't. So best of luck to him. I hope he's able to prove a lot of the doubters and haters wrong. And if he does, I'll be the first one to say right here in another video, good job, man. I saw your performance on the field. It was fucking fantastic. You shut those people up for good. Anyways. Just a little rant there. Lions at the Packers. We're going Packers because they have the home field advantage, first of all. Aaron Rodgers is not playing in Florida. I know it's the popular thing to say, oh, well, he's sabotaging the team. No, sometimes people have bad games. Sometimes players don't play good. He literally didn't want to play for the Packers the entire offseason. What did you expect, you guys? He wasn't training or taking it serious. He just thought he'd wing it, and now he realizes he can't do that. He's not going to continue to throw multiple picks like this, and I'll tell you why. Because he's narcissistic. He cares way too much about his own stats to, honestly, sabotage another team. Even if it's a team he hates, he cares way too much about his stats and his numbers. He's obsessed with that. So, yeah, he's going to do better against the Packers. Oh, apparently that's the Monday night game. I didn't even realize. Total points, well, it's not great defenses. I mean, not bad defenses by any means, but not the best for sure. So, thinking about this logically, I'm going to say one team gets like 24, 28. Let's go with the higher numbers here. I'm going to say 28 for the Lions. And for the Packers, I'm going to say 38. So 38, 28. Only one field goal, I know. Wow. What an exciting match. Everyone loves field goals. How dare you not put more field goals in your final score prediction? Let me put it in my calculator real quick. 38 plus 28 is 66. Holy shit. Well, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and just put 60 points on a baseline, but you heard my score prediction. So 60 point total. However, I do think the final score, this part's not important, but it's just fun to do in the videos because you never know, right? I think the final score will be Packers 38, Lions 28. And the total points I'm predicting is 60, but if my actual score prediction's right, it'll be 66. I'm putting 60 so that if there is a tiebreaker, I can round, and I just need a high-scoring game. I don't need an exact number. There's no reason to go above 60, in my opinion, ever on this pool, because I don't see people go 60 really ever. I see people go in the 40s and 50s. Rarely will you see 30s, 20s, 10s. Rarely will you see 60s, 70s, 80s. It's just not going to happen, right? Everyone guesses between 40 and 59. So we're going 60. I think it'll be fun. I think it's going to be a high score. That was a fun, quick video, and I ranted about a lot I wanted to rant about. I don't know if I talked about everything I wanted to discuss because my notes are very confusing with multiple videos. But I definitely feel really good about these picks the way I did week 1. No, not the way I did week 1. Haha, funny joke. I know. I'm at a 500 record right now. 8-8 total. Should have been 9-7. Thank you, Ravens. But 8-8 overall record, whatever I'm going to call it. I couldn't be more excited for this series to continue, and I'm just feeling really good. So I've marked the picks down officially with my brand new Lucky Charm red pen, and if I win this week, I will be using this pen every single day for the rest of my life in this series. I promise you that much. But yeah, I don't know what else I want to say. My girlfriend's actually here. She's smoking on the balcony outside. You know, I told her about 30 minutes to record this video, and she just got her weed, so I was like, cool. That works out perfectly, you know, because these videos, I have to get them up. at a certain point. You know, you have to do them every week, or else it looks like you're cheating, or there's no point in uploading them because there's no chance of anyone ever looking at them. Right? No one's ever gonna watch that week 1 now, but they might watch this week 2 before the week 2 games. Anyways, oh yeah, for the Thursday night game, currently it's 9:41 p.m. and it's 9-14-2021. So Tuesday. The Thursday night game is Washington versus the Giants, and I am going to go with the Washington football team, despite Ryan Fitzmagic being out with a hip injury for about 6 to 8 weeks and being placed on IR. And same with was Curtis Samuel, the wide receiver free agent signing. So I would feel good about, if you're going to bet on the Thursday game, which we don't here for the most part, which is why this video is going to most likely be uploaded Saturday, or maybe Friday. We'll see how my editing goes. Probably Saturday, though. It's looking like for sure. But, yeah. I would recommend the Washington football team. Whether that's a win or loss, it will not count for my record. It's not how the pool works. But I'm honestly just so happy I got to record this. I'm feeling really good, and with my new light that I put in, and you know, I fixed the light out on the balcony patio area, so she actually has a light out there, right? Because it used to be broken, but I spent like a few hours, and we fixed it together, which was really fun. Had to fucking do a lot, but I fixed it. Didn't have to call an electrician or anything like that. Got the wires in fucking place and got the right type of bulb and everything, and it was like, oh shit, it actually works, because it's a motion sensor one out there, and it was just really tricky to figure out. I'll leave it at that. A lot of home repairs recently, and still more to go, unfortunately. But hey, it is a fun experience, and it's one of the most amazing feelings to actually accomplish it and achieve it on your own. I'm done ranting. I'm so sorry. I'm wasting your guys' time. You probably clicked off the video already, and that's totally fine. I love you guys so much, man. It's just crazy to me that I get to make these videos and just try my hardest, and you know, that's part of the grind. Like, that's what's fun about this. It's not a guarantee. I love gambling. I love the grind of trying to succeed, you know? It's one of the most fun experiences ever, and never knowing which video or what type of video might just blow up one day. It's such a thrill. I can't even put it into words, you guys. Anyways, that's going to be it for this video. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you attack helicopters / football fans / guys / girls / whatever the fuck you want to call yourselves later.